Good morning, Taurus, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is go on and get you started with your part B fertility reading. And in this reading, ladies and gentlemen, I like to mainly focus on those of you who have been having a bit of difficulty in conceiving, and just to let you see what your chances are, okay? And I'm going to focus on several specific topics, or I'm going to address several topics, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, if this reading resonates with you guys as we go through it, be sure to like and share. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Okay? Keep in mind, Taurus, that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that many of you are seeking. Okay? Now, this reading is valid until the end of this year. Okay? I'm going to use a variety of decks to kind of address your issues here. Okay, we're going to start off by just shuffling up a few cards from the after tarot deck here. Okay, so let me go in and just get those cards out here. All right, and I'm going to shuffle them up, and we're going to see what your reading has to say here. I'm going to just pull out uh, 7 cards in terms of placements, and then we're just going to see what's under the bottom of the deck here. Okay, now again, this reading is suitable for those of you Taurus who have been having a bit of difficulty conceiving and you just really want to know what your chances are. Okay, so let's see what cards that we have at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and actually I'm going to pull several, ladies and gentlemen. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So I'm just going to give you a quick message with these, and we're going to get into further specifics about these cards here. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the King and Queen, they're certainly, this is a pair. So some of you may already be married or involved in an existing type situation. I see here, okay? Understand that there's an offer that's going to be coming towards you guys here, and you're going to have to make a decision. And I'm feeling that, many of you, it looks like you have, several suitors pursuing you. I'm kind of getting here. And you're going to have to, it looks like you're going to have to leave 2 away. I feel that it's more than 2, really, for some of you. You're going to have to, drop that situation in order to manifest your dreams here, because I show that it's quite possible that you're going to be getting in some type of commitment very soon, strong commitment with someone here, okay? And love, it certainly is going to be overflowing here. So you do have a very good chance in conceiving. I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Very good chance. And you see, too, that you have an overabundance here. You have cups. Well, it's about pretty much evenly divided here. But it's still just going to boil down to you having really to make a decision here, because getting back to that King of Pentacles there, that kind of shows, represents an earth sign, of course, and it brings about a lot of success, contentment, and it shows you as being very ambitious, ladies and gentlemen, to manifesting your dreams, and is your hope for conception, okay? It also shows many of you will have the financial resources or the financial backing, okay? Usually these 2 people are very financially secure here, okay, to support a child. And it possibly could be, both of you might even be business oriented, or for you gentlemen, you may meet a business oriented type woman, or you women, you may meet a business oriented type man here. I'm feeling the person, it looks like, seems to be 35 years or older, okay? And I feel this person is very loyal here, okay? So whatever problems that really have been plaguing many of you, I feel that is going to be resolved. But I do get a kind of an indication here that this person might still annoy you in some way at times, because it seems that their behavior causes it, like they're just so, because of being so powerful here, they may be a bit arrogant or a bit snooty in some way here, so much so that it makes it hard to deal with them at times here. Okay, so let's address your first issue here. Okay, Are you both, ladies and gentlemen, fit and well or healthy? Or is it something that you might consider doing to, to improve your health here? All right. We have the Three of Cups. Okay, that represents water. Okay. So usually this is a yes card, but as soon as I touched that card, it kind of made me feel, well, it depends here. So on the one hand, I feel that you will be successful. I mean that you two might be a bit healthy, but I feel that there has been instances in the past perhaps where you may have had some issues here. And I feel that with this card being so festive as it is here, I feel that you're going to certainly need to enjoy and avoid overindulging in either drugs or pills or alcohol here because that might be in something that's in your equation. I'm getting okay, and you'll certainly need to continue to do things with those. See all these people here in your reading in this card here with people who really support you and support your goals and support things that you really wish to accomplish. At least I'm getting at least two friends out there supporting you. But here again, some of you may even have multiple lovers here. And of course, in this case, a decision certainly will have to be required, is required here. Okay. Let's move on and look at to see whether there are any lingering emotional issues that might need to resolve here. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. That's a resounding yes, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that either you or your partner might be feeling a bit stuck or perhaps even immobilized when it comes to making a decision. This card is suggesting that now is certainly the time for you to have a more heated, loving, ladies and gentlemen, discussion. It's time that you release stress and trust your intuition a bit more and to really evaluate your options very carefully here to avoid making, because you see how this card rushes into things, to avoid making a irrational or, in fact, a haphazard decision which might take you down the wrong path, a path that I feel that many of you don't want to go down. Okay? Let's go on and look at your next issue here. This discussion topic. Should you consider trying perhaps maybe different alternative methods or taking medication or just doing yoga or just simply relaxing more? Okay. We have the King of Cups. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's also a resounding yes. This references a water sign, okay? So I'm kind of feeling with this card that a physician or a doctor certainly is going to support you and offer you options, viable options as well. It also, again, could be this lover that's going to be emotionally supportive to you. Again, somebody that's over 35 or 35 or older, but these are very good cards for fertility, ladies and gentlemen. A loving father here that I'm seeing, okay? And then your next issue here is that, you know, some of you might be even wondering whether it's time for you to really to move forward and seeking advice, or you're not sure whether you should wait more months for this. All right. So we have the Queen of Swords. That represents an air sign here. So that shows that now is, ladies and gentlemen, certainly the time for you to either seek advice, okay, or to just look at various options or viable options here. And I feel that this it seems particularly significant for you guys during the Gemini and Libra time period that I'm getting here. I'm kind of feeling this would be a good time for you to do that. Your next issue is that, should you start to enjoy life more, perhaps as a couple, and start doing the things a bit more spontaneously, or are you actually doing that here? Okay, we have, ladies and gentlemen, the Four of Pentacles. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that these are um, the tarot that kind of tells you what comes next. So you see the symbolism in these cards are a bit different from what you've accustomed to seeing here. So with the Four of Pentacles, we know that the answer is yes. Okay, because I feel that many of you some of you might be a bit stingy here with this card. or stingy with yourself, and you might be a bit afraid to really spend money or just simply bored. But if you continue to do things as you always have, how do you expect to get better results here? You have to embrace change and be willing to, let go of the status quo, if you will, and take risks, particularly with this situation that you're in. Your next issue, is it just a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen, before you conceive? Ace of Swords. The answer is a resounding yes. I feel that by winter or during an air period, you're gonna discover that you conceive if you haven't already done so. Okay, it shows an auspicious turn of events. It certainly shows a new beginning, overcoming obstacles, ladies and gentlemen. But you can have a bit more clarity in your situation. And should you, ladies and gentlemen, try to consider arranging more time so that perhaps you and your partner can be together when it comes to your high peaks with when it comes to fertility, okay? Or should you just consider to just go along and just trust in God and trust in the universe here? You have Page of Cups, ladies and gentlemen. So again, that answer is yes. And it shows good relations, good times to come, new emotions that will emerge. And it could be for some of you, you might be even, I'm seeing someone younger as well that's in your counterpit, in your energy field that's coming up. And it could possibly be a bisexual person or a homosexual person for some of you. All right. But that's what I'm kind of seeing here in regards to that. So, what I wanted to do here, that's, now that we've answered and addressed those questions here, I want to just move forward and just shuffle up a few more cards for y'all. I want to use my Conjure Cards deck. And basically, what I want to see is I just want to look and see, you know, what your chances are, okay, in terms of what is to come for you guys this year in terms of fertility. I like to kind of um, discuss what I've seen that you may have dealt with in the past or experienced, and what you might be, um, or what is likely to come here. So let's shuffle up these cards here and see what we have. Spirit, what additional message can you give me? Some additional messages regarding the outlook for Taurus. Okay, and again, this is valid until the end of this year here. Okay, let's start off by just looking at the card that fell to the bottom of the deck here. We have the King of Diamonds. We also had the King of Pentacles in your reading there. So that shows that, ladies, particularly you ladies, your fertility is certainly is going to be heightened. Perhaps during this time period I'm kind of getting. All right, and let's look at your experience. It seems that you've experienced more so connected with your past here. We have the Six of Hearts, the Jack of Diamonds, as well as the Jack of Spades here. And keep in mind, remember I told you that when you have two cards of the same rank, it's always an element of surprise. So in this case, this is further warning you that there is someone that's going to be coming into your energy field, usually a younger person, because Jacks tends to be young. They're under 35 or even in their 20s, but they don't have good intentions towards you. And then it looks like it's someone perhaps from your past here. An ex seems to be connected here. So you're going to need to be a bit more vigilant. And I know that I pulled out a few letters for you guys on that last reading. I'm going to do it with this one as well, too, after doing this. But it certainly shows your desire to have a child. And some of you might, I'm kind of getting, it looks like you've had a previous miscarriage, or some of you may have had an abortion, I'm getting. Okay, because I see some type of an incision or some type of procedure surgically that many of you may have done. Okay, and it looks like, I don't know whether it was endometriosis or some type of a lump or a cyst that seemed to have been blocking pregnancy, as well as with your male counterpart here. I'm feeling that the sperm just wasn't reaching. It seems like something perhaps may have been wrong with the vas deferens here, which is the duct that it's in within the male's body here. That kind of uses it for sperm. I'm feeling that it's possible, ladies and gentlemen, that because of the problems that you had in the past, it led you to really seek medical advice. Okay. But I do feel that in the final analysis of things here, just by looking at your last cards here, ladies and gentlemen, a new beginning is coming. Even though you feel a sense of hurt, or even some of you might be even feel stabbed in the back, because some of you may have been lied to, or your problem might have been misdiagnosed here. But it certainly shows here that you will be welcoming a new child, and some of you might even decide that you're going to get married. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I see here in terms of your fertility situation here. So, what I like to do is end this reading with just a pleasant message just for you. Okay. But before doing this, I did say I'm going to go on and pull out a few letters. Okay. So, let me do this. So, from our magic bag of 200 letters, Spirit, please direct me to the 20 letters to help Taurus identify this person around whom he or she might consider being vigilant. Okay? Because, like I said, it seems that if someone is coming into your energy field, and who knows, there may be someone different from your other reading, but let's see it, and it just might not. Okay? So, Spirit, show me the letters here so I can help Taurus identify who this person might be that's coming towards them. Okay? Let's see. We have an I, an N, a G, an E, a U, an a C, an E, another E, an L, an R. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 9 more letters, and then I'm going to give you your final message. An E, O. We have a blank letter, and I'm going to tell you what to do with that at the end, just as I did with the other reading. We have an F, 5 more letters, Spirit. B, O, I, O, and 1 more letter. We have a Z. All right, so let me call these back to you to make sure that you do have them all. All right, we have 4 E's. E's might be significant for some of you. We have an R, a U. There are 3 O's, 2 I's, a B, F, Z, L, C, G, N, and an A. Now, with this blank letter, Taurus, you get to select whatever letters that your heart desires for this, if it will complete a name for you. And again, these letters may spell out a nickname, it may spell out the person's middle name, but it should help you identify who this snake might be. Okay? So again, I'm going to go on and close right now and just end you guys by just end this reading by just giving you a message just simply meant from you, from Spirit, on my postcards that I have here. And here's your message, Taurus. I'm going to read it as it is written. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We just adore you over here. So, Taurus, this is what I have for you. Again, if this reading resonated for you guys, be sure to like and share, subscribe, of course. Of course, if you've yet to subscribe, if you like a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening.